Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces. You can have Pisces anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you're here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. I'm sorry for the background noise. Normally when I do readings I turn my AC off, but it is extremely hot right now where I live, and that's not really an option. So I will try to speak up. But I am naturally a mumbler, so hopefully I get through it okay, and you can hear me clearly. But, okay, so we're going to start with the Everyday Witch Tarot, get your main message, and then clarify with either the Ostara Tarot, As Above Tarot, or So Below Tarot, and then get some advice with the Herb Crafters Tarot. Okay? So, hang on a second. I don't know why I did that. Okay, what is the message for Pisces, please? Nine of Pentacles, nice. With the Knight of Cups on the bottom. You could be really like feeling yourself right now. Or you could have just recently like fallen in love, because the Knight of Cups, like if you look at this, like he has hearts all over his, like, you know, that's coming out of his cup. And then the Knight of Pentacles, show you that too. The Knight of Pentacles is, I forgot to turn my light on. Oh well, that's okay. The Knight of Pentacles is, how do I want to put it? I'm getting the word comfortable, like comfortability. You're really finding like your groove in life, or at least in like your love life. You're kind of, you know, Pisces energy typically, I mean, they have a lot of love in their hearts. They have a lot of love to give. But sometimes they can keep it kind of, you know, like in the well, because the Pisces, when I think of Pisces, I think of like a deep well, and it's not easy to access their emotions. Like other people, it's not easy to access a Pisces emotions for other people, and maybe even Pisces themselves, I'm hearing, but it's there, and there's a lot, you know, like Pisces, the card for you in the tarot is the moon, and the moon controls the water of the earth, right? And I'm hearing this as just like a piece of advice just right off the bat, is to learn to let yourself freely ebb and flow with the moon, okay? Because even if you don't like do intentions with like moon cycles and stuff, I saw this thing one time where it was like, you know, the moon guides the water of the earth, and we are made up of blah 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 percent water, so like we are naturally guided by the moon even if we don't realize it. So maybe like moon rituals and stuff might be helpful for you, but I really feel like, okay, you're starting to learn how to access your emotions a little bit easier, let others access your emotions a little bit easier. But like, okay, so here's the thing, is there's a shark underneath him, okay? And what that's telling me is like, you used to let the shark swim in your well, right? Like the shark was protecting you. And instead of, but now it's not a well anymore, it's a giant ocean, okay? So, you know, the shark has more freedom, and therefore you have more freedom. Like it's not contained in this small space anymore. You're letting it out. You're letting it be more open. You're letting it be more guided by just your natural rhythms. And this came up for Aquarius, I think it was too, where it's like whatever it is that we were before, we don't have to like shame it. We don't have to feel guilty for like letting the shark run things for so long. You don't have to feel bad about that. What you do is let it propel you forward. Utilize it. understand it to the point where it's like, this is who I was and this is how it's helping me move forward. So I am getting that because you have the Nine of Pentacles, and it's like you're starting to like kind of settle in. If you look here, you know, she has a snack, she has apples and pentacles on the tree. I just heard the apples thing, like about like with Eve eating the apple is almost like you are giving yourself something that you've told yourself is a forbidden fruit your entire life. Maybe a relationship. But I don't know, I'm getting like maybe you were non-committal in the past and you're starting to learn how to commit. And even if it's not like in romantic sense, it's like just commit to your desires, your passions, your whatever it is, you know. It could definitely be a relationship, it could be a job, because we have pentacles and we have cups here. So that's both. That's stability and emotions, right? So but she's settling in. She has a book on her lap. She is comfortable, and her cat, like, she's been there long enough that her cat has fallen asleep on her shoulders, right? And yeah, it's like giving into your desires a little bit, not the toxic ones, right? Like, it's just like the ones that there was almost like a rigidity before that you wouldn't give yourself these things. It's like, if I give myself these things, then I could lose control of this. If I do this, I could lose control of that. But you're just like kind of, yeah, I'm getting, because there's a lot of apples there, right? There's a lot of things to test to see if the forbidden, you know, quote unquote forbidden fruit is worth it. And even if it's not, right, it's okay to bite the apple and be like, okay, that wasn't for me. Let's go ahead, let's go back to the drawing board, you know, like take a little rest and reprieve and see what to do next. Follow your heart. That's what I'm getting with these two cards together. It's like you're starting to follow your heart instead of your logic, instead of your brain. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we don't need any more from that deck. What we're going to do is we are going to use the Ostara Tarot. And we're just going to get a little bit more in depth with this energy. Like, whatever it is that this pertains to, okay? Clarify this Nine of Pentacles for Pisces, please. What is this Nine of Pentacles for Pisces? Nine of Pentacles for Pisces. Let's clarify it. Okay. Oh, okay. More than one card came out. This deck, I really like that they have in this deck, each suit is done by a different artist, and each number of each suit has the same animal on it, just in different interpretations. And all the 10s there are octopi, or I don't know if you say octopuses or what, I don't know. I think octopi, but don't quote me on that. Or octopus? I don't know. Anyway, the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, look at this. You have the 9 of Pentacles, and then now on the bottom you have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is interesting. I almost brought this up when I was talking earlier, but I didn't, because we had the water energy and the pentacle energy. And to me, the 10 of Pentacles is like the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles combined. It's the ultimate emotional and physical abundance that you could ask for. And it's interesting because it's the octopus. That's water energy, you know. It's like the Pentacles card, which is earthly, but it's a literal octopus, like submerged in water with octopus children, but they're half human, half octopus. And that's like Pisces, you know? It's like you are half human, half whatever, you know, like some kind of sea creature, because you're so watery. And it's usually like the sea creatures that live at the depths, you know, like because of that deep well that I'm getting, you know? But it's so loving and so wonderful. Okay, so that's just the bottom of the deck energy. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and see what these two cards are. We have the 10 of something, and that's the thing is, oh, the 10 of cups. Okay, there's the cups. The 10 of pentacles and the 10 of cups, you guys. I just literally said those two things. So here's the 10 of cups. It looks like a lover's card, and they are, there's the octopus, right? And these people are completely submerged in water, and they're blindfolded, but they're completely fine. Like they feel completely safe and protected. And it's just a beautiful thing. Okay. And then the Ace of Cups. So you literally have the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups underneath this 9 of Pentacles. And then the 10 of... This... I don't know if you're already in this energy, or if you're like... If you're about to do something, I don't know. But it's complete. I'm hearing like completeness. Like you just are going to feel completed in whatever this is. It definitely feels like a relationship, because not only do we have this where it looks like the lovers, and it is the 10 of Cups, right? And the 10 of Cups is usually depicted with like two people, a rainbow, like they're, you know, happily ever after. And then here it's two characters as well, rats or mice or whatever. Well, those are the hats. They have hats that are the animals. But they're celebrating. So you know what's interesting is you could be deciding to tell a friend that you're in love with them or something, and it's going to be mutual. I am getting, because with this Ace of Cups, it's like these two people are having so much fun together. They're enjoying each other's company so much, but it's on a friend level. And then by the 10, look at them. They're like madly in love with each other, and they have gone to the depths of the ocean. I am hearing this because the 9 of Pentacles, which is the main card that came out first, the 9 of Pentacles does speak of, it is a single energy. And I'm getting this, it's almost like you've done something where you've done self-acceptance, because of these two cards, like how they have two people in each of the cards. It can represent like the two sides of yourself, the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine. And it's almost like you've done a full acceptance of who you are as a person, and it's allowing these beautiful relationships, or a beautiful relationship, to come in. And I'm hearing, instead of reading about love all the time, you're going to experience it. Either you're going to tell a friend that you love them, or a friend is going to tell you that they love you. Hey, no. Honey, you can't get up here. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to like predict your future or anything. And if that doesn't come true, then, whatever. But I don't know. You're letting someone in fully, like fully to the depths of your soul. You're giving them access to that well. And what's interesting is that well actually turns out to be that ocean. Remember, it's like, yeah. Okay. Like the shark had accidentally like gotten stuck up in that well, and it was swimming around, and you didn't know how to get it out, but actually what you had to do was go deeper. And then once the shark went deeper, it realized that it could get out back into the ocean. Like, your well leads to an ocean of emotion. A well of emotion, and then an ocean of emotion. And not emotion in a bad way. It's like, it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. It's just you have a depth to your soul. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some advice for you. I don't know how long this video has been because when did I start recording it? 12 minutes? So it's been 15 minutes. Okay. So I wasn't really paying any attention, but the Seven of Earth came out, which is oak, which oak represents strength. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep it, but I might get another one. But oak represents, it's like a strong wood, right? It's an earthy energy. Seven of Pentacles is usually like assessing, and then on the bottom you have Six of Air, which Six of Air typically represents like going from rough waters to calmer waters. It's air energy, but it's still more water imagery. And I'm getting something about like the trees pulling the water from the earth and whatnot with this oak card. But anyway, the Six of Air, it's like you are assessing something here, something in your life that kept you in that well space, right? With the shark in it. It kept you in that space. And then you're moving on from it with the Six of Air. You've like, I'm getting the sense that maybe you've done some therapy or something like that, or like at least like a lot of self-reflection and assessment, because you assess something and you realize that it needed to change, that you needed to change that aspect of your life. And like I said earlier, it's not like you have to kind of completely shun that aspect of yourself, but it's like carry it forward, let it propel you forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the Seven of Earth, oak, for you guys. 7. Live by the rhythms of the earth. That's so crazy because I said like live by the rhythms of the moon. And so the moon and the earth need each other, right? If the earth ceased to exist, the moon would just like spiral out into the, I mean, I don't know if it would, I don't think it would like explode or anything, but it would just continue on its path, right? So I guess the moon doesn't really need the earth, but the earth needs the moon. The earth, the physical plane, your reality needs emotion. It needs it to survive. To thrive, I should say. It needs it to thrive. Because the earth can't be without the moon. We need the moon. We need our emotions. We need our emotional depth. That's crazy. Okay. Work slowly and steadily toward your goal. Plant for the generations to come. Yes, by doing this healing, whatever it is that you're doing to get yourself in that Nine of Pentacles energy, to be open and available to love, is going to help generations to come. Even if you don't have children, it's when you heal yourself, you heal the world. That's what I always say. Oh, what was the message that came in when I was saying that? There was something that came in and then it's gone now. Plant for the generations to come. Shoot, it's gone, sorry. Knowing nature is key to knowing the self. Your legacy is intertwined with the moss and trees. Oaks are slow growing, long-lived sovereigns of the land. Like the oak, you have worked hard and gathered your rewards. When it is time to build your future, listen for the call of the earth. Oaks grow only about 1 foot per year. Be patient, trust your vision to manifest in its own time. Furniture made from oak wood is durable and hardy. As Texans said on seeing a 1,000-year-old oak standing after Hurricane Harvey, you don't get old by being weak. Have faith in your work. Hang on. You don't get old by being weak. Just with that, it's like you could have had a lot of hardships earlier on in your life that made you suppress those emotions, that made the well hard to access, right? Like you could have had some traumas that happen that, you know, you did that because you needed it. You needed to protect your heart in that moment, and that's perfectly fine. But you're trying to come up out of it now. However long ago that's been, you know, it's like you're trying to grow from it. And it's been a slow thing, but you are reaching like your pinnacle. You're reaching your heights, right? Like the oak tree. Let's see here. Have faith in your work, the fruits, the apples, the desires, the fruits of your labor will last beyond your lifetime. Look to the peace of nature for guidance. The seasons will give you direction. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about the cycles of of Earth, like, you know, the seasons, the moon cycles, the whatever cycles it is, because not only does Earth have cycles, we also have cycles. Whether we are aware of them or not, we are constantly cycling in different aspects of our life. We are constantly going in circles. And we have the option to assess one of those cycles and kind of jump. But even once we jump to like a different aspect of that cycle, we're still going to be on that cycle, but it's just going to be like we advance a little bit, but we go on that cycle still until we learn what we need to learn, and then we continue. And it's with all different aspects of our life. I'm hearing the 4 seasons, so it's like the swords, the pentacles, the cups, the wands. Those represent the 4 seasons. They represent the 4 elements of life. And so it's like we're constantly in cycles for these aspects of our life, these elements, right? And it's just we have to make sure we're progressing on to the next cycle on that journey, right? The seasons will give you direction. Crafting with the 7 of Earth. Make an acorn necklace to remind you to slow down and live in alignment with the seasons. Take a basket weaving class. Work on your craft. Study the ethnobotany of the land where you live. I don't know what ethnobotany is. Ethno is like a category maybe, and botany like just the species of plants in your area. Is what that's my guess of what that word would mean. It's interesting that I did that with that ethnobotany, because I almost said entomology, which is like the breakdown of the words, right? Like what they like figuring out what a word means by its origins and like breaking it down into sections and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. So hang on, they want me to, honey, you can't get up here. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'll give you a couple of scooches, but you can't get up. Okay. They actually want me to read this 6 of air. Cattail. Hi, baby. Yeah, maybe that's a sign I'm not supposed to read this. You're done. You're saying, Mom, be done. Okay, let me just finish. I'm almost done, okay? Ugh, I just brushed her and she's shedding so bad. Okay, 6 of air, cattail. Question your assumptions. Gain clarity through articulating your visions and writing. Support others in setting intentions for change. You know, what they're saying is like, it's almost by giving yourself access to your emotions. This could just be like a message for like 1 or 2 people. But because I was pointing out that book in that 9 of Pentacles, it's almost like you could be wanting to write a book, but you need to access the depths of your soul before you can do that. Okay, honey bunny, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Should I keep going? Clarity can be found in the mire. Cattail, often seen as invasive, creates a stronger ecosystem by cleaning and purifying an area, making it more habitable for life. I thought It's invasive, but like in my area, I always thought, or maybe I was mistold this. Maybe somebody was not quite 100% sure, but like cattail is protected, where you're not allowed to like harvest it or whatever. Okay, hang on. So cleaning and purifying in the area, making it more habitable for life. Yes, that's what you're doing. You are kind of like, you're just diving into your soul and like figuring out some things. Like, sorry. When I first, not first, but like, I used to do this thing where I would go through, like in my meditations, I would go through and kind of like unfold. I know you're supposed to have folds in your brain, but it's like they weren't like the good folds. They were like the folds were like they were laying every which way. So I would like go in and like unfold different parts of my brain. Like in my meditations, I would do this, and it was like just kind of like tidying it up a little bit. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like I think like therapy would be like that, where it's like it's going through and just kind of like resorting. It's like the synapses in your brain or whatever, like you're rewiring your brain. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's like you're just purifying your thought process when it comes to your emotional depth. Or you should be, because this is advice, right? And you can only get stronger because of it with that oak card. Okay. Open yourself to new ways to pray. I'm getting with that, like the meditation. You know, maybe you're not a big meditator, but it could definitely help. It could help you kind of, like I said, like rewire those things in your brain, you know, like rewire your brain or unfold them and clean them and dust them out a little bit, get all the gunk out. Let's see here. I actually I was doing an astral projection one time, and I like, you know, they say astral's like out of body or whatever. So I was doing astral, and I like was no longer within my body, and I turn around, and I'm like in realms or whatever, and I turn around, and there's this woman. I don't know who it was just a woman, and she was like washing my body, but not just like, because I could see my body literally like laying there, and she was washing my body, but not just the outside of my body. She was washing the inside of my body. She was cleansing the impurities that I had within me, like the actual like physical toxins, not like emotional. But when she got to the brain, yeah, it was like cleaning that out, right? But anyway, I hope you guys don't think I'm crazy now. So let's see here. Ask for help from your community when you need it. Adjust your expectations and challenge your current way of thinking. As cattail seeds are carried by the wind, trust spirit to carry your visions toward a greater good. Cattail is sometimes called the supermarket of the wild for its many uses as food, shelter, clothing, fuel, and medicine. Be the resource of the spirit. Look for myriad ways to be of service to the needs of others. Crafting with 6 of air. Learn to make botanical paper from cattails and use it for journal writing, but just make sure you're doing everything legally, right? Write a single petition to a holy helper, then burn the paper. Burn the paper, letting your prayers rise to the heavens. Gather friends on a new moon. There's the moon cycle, so listen closely to this one. Gather friends, your emotional circle, right? That it might be hard for you to ask. Maybe this is something you do like in a solitary way. Your prayer or meditations or whatever your form of prayer is, right? Like prayer can literally be anything. Like some people do it like during exercise. Some people like they get in that like meditative type of state. Some people do it with art, music, blah blah blah, you know, everything. Gather friends on a new moon and support each other in setting new intentions. And that's also a way to be vulnerable, right? Like telling people you love and care about and that you know love and care about you in return, what an intention is for you. Like, say you've never really like had serious relationships, because with this Knight of Cups, that person usually wears their heart on, not wears their heart on their sleeve, I shouldn't say that. They can be a bit of a player energy, giving their love to everyone. So it's like maybe your new intention is like, I want to have a more meaningful relationship and connection with a romantic partner or something like that. And I can speak from experience, like that is something that I used to pretend like I didn't want, that I didn't need. And I don't want to say pretend because I really believed it, but I was protecting myself, right? Like I was rejecting everyone else before they could reject me. And I thought I was strong because I didn't need a relationship and, you know, stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's not anything wrong with that, but it's like that cycle, right? You were on the cycle of saying like, that's not something I need. It's not something I need. And maybe at the time you didn't, but now you're shifting, you're changing that cycle to the next form. Okay. So yeah, with the next new moon, I know today is a full moon. The day that I'm recording this is a full moon, or it was last night, or I don't know, whenever. So it's like the next new moon. Okay. So Pisces, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today. Any of your guides that are present, any of my guides that are present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Bye.